Yes! No! Damn it.
You can play against Trav and you might even win. But at the end of the day, the show's still named after him. Trav Versus. Did you catch that it's a subtle play on words? Trav Versus. Just be happy that this theme song isn't yours.
Welcome to a new episode of Trav Versus.
What?
Where is the guest? He's right here.
Oh my god! The big giant hand!
It's me. I am the guest, but I'm also the person operating it all. So that confirms that we have audio. That makes me happy. We're going to change the date to actually be the right date on here. And I'm also going to flip it to the proper game. Tonight it is Nothing But Games by the game designer Mark Turmell.
Yeah.
And so we're going to see how good the classic Mark Turmell games are, starting with the Atari 2600. Now, apparently, Fast Eddie, I recently played this for High Score Club. This is the first game that Mark Turmell programmed for the Atari 2600. He created other games, I believe, before this, but it's his first 2600 game. I tried turning it on just now, and we don't have power. So, we're going to find out why.
This is what happens when he's usually on the control side. He's usually off screen.
Yes!
The disembodied voice has a body. And
Baron-
he's on High Score Club, which is on Win usually now.
Monday through Friday, except Thursdays at the same time. Although we changed it to 7 o'clock.
You changed it to 7 o'clock. See, so
And you know why?
His damn show. It's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, and I'd say you have a pretty damn decent one yourself.
Oh,
Normally
thanks,
we're
man.
on at 7:30, but
Yeah.
Baron Frostchild had to go and have a birthday.
I know. Baron Frostchild,
So,
happy birthday.
happy-
Also, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to spend his birthday on the show for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, when you have the possibility of the birthday sex, you don't want to be stuck on a couch with this guy. So it's, as much fun as these hands are to play with, there are other hands he's probably playing with right now. So he's probably not going to be even on the Twitch chat, which I understand.
Would you say he'd be caught red-handed?
He would be caught red-handed. Well done. Yeah, well done.
So this is called Fast Eddie. I only recently played this for the first time myself. You get to use the Arthritis 500 or whatever the number is that we've got there.
Oh God. Okay.
But yeah, let's give you some volume and see what happens.
Okay. So am I? Okay. Oh God. Okay. So touching the mushroom people is bad.
That is bad, yes.
But touching hearts is good.
I believe so.
And I can jump the mushroom people.
Well, I'll just tell you that since I know. Yes, you can jump them.
Okay, but I can't jump.
I
them
think
over?
you want to maybe get a little more of a head start before that.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Aha.
See, you got to get used to the jump arc.
Okay. Oh, and the climbing. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Oh God.
I had never played this game until we decided to do Mark Turmell week. Well, when I decided to do Mark Turmell week for High Score Club.
Okay.
It's been nothing but Mark Turmell games all week, and this is the first one that's live, though. Woo!
Oh God. Oh, okay. So the object here, I'm assuming, is not because can't
Yeah.
jump that guy.
No, not yet.
Oh God. Oh, not yet.
Yet.
Aha.
So we're collecting hearts. My thought is that he's kind of a lady killer because he's called Fast Eddie.
Oh yeah, I knew it.
So he's quick. There's the emphasis on the word fast, and it's not always a good thing.
Right. I've discovered that. Yeah. Like.
So now you notice that I don't know how it happened, but collecting enough hearts.
Oh, shrank the dude.
Yeah, he got shrank. Yeah, the
Oh.
dude. Yeah, he's the dude.
Okay, so
I've never seen the dude look quite like that, but maybe it's the trench coat, or not the trench coat, but the. You get the right idea.
I get you. So basically, I'm going for anti-Cialis pills.
I think so. Yes.
Okay, so there we go. That's good.
And I believe you're ordering a White Russian.
Oh, I didn't mean to climb the hole. Wasn't. That's not my intention.
Bathrobe. That was the word I was looking for. Yeah.
Faster, Eddie. I need you to be not so fast, Eddie. No, Fast Eddie. No. Damn you, Arthritis 5000.
It is the 5000, right?
Yes, the Arthritis 5000. Okay.
But he's collecting hearts. He's a heart breaker maker.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
And then there's the key.
Ooh, there we go. And he eats the key. Okay.
Yeah, and now for some reason he seems to be collecting fish.
Fish tacos.
So we go from hearts to fish.
To a metaphor for something else.
Yeah,
Fish
it could very well be.
Hearts and fish tacos. Mark Turmell. You
And again,
scoundrel.
the very first game that he created on the Atari.
Right?
And there are worse games on this console.
We've played them. Yes. Thank you for not giving us games that are terrible tonight. This is
And all made by one developer on top of it.
all made by one guy.
Yeah?
I love,
We do themes occasionally.
and oh yeah, boom.
I'm going to give you this bit of a hint that I discovered from playing this. By the way, tanks now.
Tanks.
So this is a person that likes hearts, fish, and tanks. And I'm wondering what on earth they all have in common. I was hoping you could actually help to enlighten me as to what and maybe Marjorie can tell us on that. What do hearts and fish and tanks have in common? I'll go ahead and give this a shot because then we can get an idea of the other items.
They're all stronger than they appear.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Okay.
You know, it's pretty good.
It's something. It's better than what I've got, which is pretty much nothing.
Hearts, fish, and tanks.
Like up until tanks, hearts and fish,
They all go through a battlefield.
Yeah, there you go. Hearts on a battlefield and fish on a battle. I don't know where the fish end up on the battlefield, but I'll go
They
with
gotta
it.
survive.
Yeah, you gut fish. You also gut the opposition on the battlefield. So
There we go, we got it.
you got to have guts. Yeah,
Guts.
that's what it is. It's guts because you have to have guts, like to put your heart on your sleeve, and you have to have guts to face a tank. By the way, have you guys heard of Botnik yet? Because it's one of my favorite things on the internet right now.
Botnik.
So Botnik is these people that created software that does like predictive text, like on your phone, where it predicts what the next word is that you want to text.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And they feed a bunch of words into this generator, and so like their claim to fame recently was making a new chapter of Harry Potter.
Okay.
Based on they fed all of the words from all of the Harry Potter books into this thing and did predictive text of what a computer thinks should be the next chapter of Harry Potter.
Oh no.
So amongst the other things, it talks about, I believe, Harry deciding that he needed to eat Hermione's family
Oh, cool.
was one of the things with it. Ron was stupid, as was his Ron shirt. Yeah, it's brilliant. Botnik puts some really hilarious things out there. But today they put out some classic Atari 2600 games that don't exist.
Oh.
And one of them I desperately want to play, despite that, because it's the NFL. It's football versus World War II,
Oh.
and it shows tanks and infantrymen up against a football team, and the football team has bloodied men on the battlefield and just
The real fighting Irish.
exactly. So what do we got next? Yeah, see, I genuinely don't know what these are.
Money. It's money.
See, that was the closest that I had was I did say a money bag. What I did notice, what I was going to point out earlier, you can go up and down the steps.
Oh.
I should be dead.
You should be dead.
I should be dead several times over already.
Oh.
And so it's
Oh.
a little tactic that comes in handy later in the game.
Oh, would have been nice to know when I was playing.
I was trying to.
The streak is alive, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
The
what I do.
streak is alive.
That's what I do. Well, that's why they call it the streak.
And information.
Boogity.
If you are watching, of course, and doing a drinking game, this is also one of those moments where information Glenn should have told us 5 minutes ago to keep us alive. Take a shot. There we go.
That's how it works, I'm afraid.
The Trav Versus drinking game coming soon.
So
to the
now,
internet.
so money goes into the guts thing too, perhaps. I have my opinion on what that is.
Hot air balloon?
That's what I thought as well, was that it was a balloon.
Or just a balloon.
Or a light bulb, perhaps. Also, I guess it could be a light bulb.
You know, if Turmell is watching.
I don't know if he's watching now, but he probably will be later.
Yeah, I mean, you chat it up.
Yeah, tell us
Like,
what it is.
Yeah, get in there and be like, hey, so
Or
here's what they are.
or let us know.
Or get on the if you're on the Facebook, yeah, like later.
Just
and
let us know.
saying,
What
like,
on
hey,
earth are these?
like-
There's probably instructions that say.
Yeah, there's like a list. Like I'm sure there's a list. You'd be like, hey, so here's the list, the
But-
comprehensive list, and then even
Please
if
don't consult it first. Come up with what you think it is and then check it.
and then I'm a little. It's not maybe a teapot, or it could be like a water pitcher.
I was thinking like for gardening.
Gardening.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's what I thought at first was a teapot as well. So
Yeah.
we're very much along the same
Yeah.
wavelength on this, I think. You notice that I now have 2 of those bastards to jump.
yes, you're doing quite well.
Thank
and
you.
So that's the thing. It's and I don't even care if it was they were easy to code all the way up to I was high. I don't care.
It's maybe both.
I don't care, man.
I don't know that
Like,
those are mutually exclusive.
I mean, just be like, hey, it was super easy to code back then.
Where's Baron Frostchild anyway?
He's getting,
He's caught red-handed.
He's caught in. He's having. There's a lady.
I think there's spades here, by the way.
Those are happy little trees.
Oh, I could see that.
They're happy little trees.
Oh, like Bob Ross.
Bob Ross will happy little trees.
Oh,
Super happy trees.
who doesn't love Bob Ross?
I know who doesn't love Bob Ross. There's not a person in this room who doesn't love Bob Ross. It's super fun.
I see a scowl.
Happy trees. It's happy little trees. They're changing colors. Happy little happiness. She's ignoring
That's a
the
hell of a
shit.
scowl,
No,
actually.
she's really concentrating on her book. She's ignoring the piss out of me right now.
We were talking about who doesn't love Bob Ross, actually, is what we were saying.
And she's hissing. And now it's just, oh, smiley faces, look! Yeah, fuck you, Internet! Smiley face emojis were on this!
You know,
Yeah.
why so serious? Because to me, this is the Joker level.
Right?
Because we have purple, we have green, we have smiles.
Yeah.
So also fits into with the guts narrative, perhaps.
Hey, there you go.
Gotta have guts to be a villain and face against Batman.
Yeah.
So this is all
This
about.
would be, at this point, it would still be the Caesar Romero Joker because
Yes!
you even have the Nicholson Joker at this point.
Yeah, you're right about that. This
Yeah.
would have been probably like early '80s. So yeah, it's definitely.
I would
So,
get
and now we have
hammered.
hammers,
Get
which
hammered.
could cause guts
Yeah, right. A
to.
little liquid courage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something along those lines.
Yeah. You know, I'm not even. I could just stop jumping over these guys whenever I feel like it. Yeah, I can quit it at any time. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, these little mushroom people and little stubby legs. I don't even care. I care about the big old penis guy at the top of the street. I don't even care anymore.
MC Hammered.
I don't even. Oh, you can't even. You're on the ladder. Guess what? You can't touch this. You're on the ladder. And you can't even.
Actually, when I'm on the ladder, they can't touch this.
I'm saying. Look at that. You can't touch this. I'm on the ladder. You're gonna get hammered. And you're gonna touch this. It's the key.
I love
That's
jumping away from them and
Yeah.
having that happen.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
what is that?
That looks like a space invader.
Okay, I thought it looked like a little baby.
It's
So we're collecting babies,
So you
which
get hammered and then you get a baby, which happens.
that I
yeah.
can see the way that that's connected.
Yeah.
My initial thought was like hopefully that Fast Eddie wasn't into human trafficking.
Fast Eddie's a baby snatcher. I don't know if that's the message you really want at this level there,
But you're collecting babies from the look of it.
Mr. Trammell. I don't think.
But maybe those aren't babies. Maybe that's like a skull.
It looks like a baby. I mean, I see clearly 2 arms, 2 feet,
And it's clearly smaller than me.
and a head. That's a baby. He was snatching babies.
Yeah, not so fast anymore.
He's just. Look at it. Look at him, babies. Let's get away from the baby snatching level. Oh my god.
I think that's the last one actually, because then it repeats. Now we
Yeah.
got hearts again.
Oh.
So we've
and
seen.
then a big fat. Look at that fat bastard.
Yeah,
right there.
he's a little different.
2 of them got together and one ate the other one.
This one kills me though, quite literally, because of the fact that they now can on the top level. Do you notice that they can go through the sides now, just like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Little jerks.
it makes it a lot more difficult.
Oh.
And this is where I couldn't get much further past this because they become a lot more unpredictable
Yeah.
and annoying. Yes. So this is where I start dying. I actually don't even remember offhand where the high score is on this one, but I haven't gotten much further past this level
Oh.
previously. Like, yeah, it's. I'm sure there's a trick to it, but one of them is that whole up and down the ladder thing, which is cheap, but on the same notion, so is them coming in from the sides.
Yeah, right? Oh, there you
So,
go. There you go.
It's like, oh no, I'm running away. So we're back to fish. It's just
Fish.
going to cycle through them.
They are the loaves and the fishes. There they
Like-
are.
When you hear about how difficult it was to program these back in the day, too, even just doing a game like this, to where it's fairly fast action, it's no joke. It's not easy
Oh, yeah.
to do. Where I believe, if I remember reading this right, the Atari has no memory at all.
Huh.
So everything that gets drawn on the screen gets drawn every frame.
The Atari, the goldfish of the gaming system.
Pretty much. Oh, I thought that was it. Yeah, no, exact. I see what you did there. It's funny because it's also the fish level. I see what you did there. That was beautifully played. Ah, ran right into it. So 21,390 is going to be my best with that. I think it's going to be
That's all for
that's going to be
that
all for Fast Eddie, and I'll ask you because I could ask myself also, but I'm just going to ask you. What do you think of Fast Eddie? Because I've already got opinions of these.
Oh my god, and it came out from the lovely people at 20th Century Fox.
Oh, is that a 20th Century Fox game? So is this one, by the way.
I love that. You know what? Fun times. I liked
You like that fun?
Fun times at Fast Eddie.
Nice.
But no, I liked it. I did like it. That was fun. It's simplistic, but for Atari,
Yes.
it's, again, it's one of those, it's not overly complicated and you don't find yourself going, oh my god, I hate this game, because it actually is, it's, even with the ladder design, it's not going to make you go, oh my god, it's super boring.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I like that they changed it up with the guys going back and forth, and they can actually go through the panels at one point. And then the mushroom people change shape and they change direction. I think that's kind of fun. So it does give you, yes, the different levels of play, but at the same time, it does keep it a little fresh.
Nice.
So, yeah, I liked it.
I'll agree with that. And and I will put it with, I'll call it fun, but just barely fun. Like in comparison, like there are better games for the Atari, but oh my god, there are worse games for the Atari. There's no question.
Yeah.
And especially when you consider that it is the first game that he made for the system. He had better things ahead, some of which we are about to get to. But yeah, it's a solid Atari game. You could definitely do much worse. And this, I'm not even going to tell you what I personally think of this one. But
Hey, look, the mushroom people are back. Look at that.
exactly. Isn't that funny?
Look at you with the mushroom people.
But he has nothing to do with the actual game. It was just clearly like a little Easter egg. Like, hey, remember me?
Psychedelic colors.
Yep.
I'm already loving it.
Okay.
What the hell is happening here? Yeah. Okay, let me guess.
You want to clear everything on the left and the right.
That was like, let me.
That you can
Yes.
run after, but you better get out of its way otherwise. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was something I had to power up or something. Okay, never mind. Oh god. Like, oh yeah.
So the arrows will turn into tanks.
Oh, I gotta get out of the way of that thing.
Yes, you do. So, yeah, the arrows you want to take out if you can before they reach their destination, or they will become tanks that can only be destroyed from behind. That right there, yeah, now that's really dangerous. Grab it, and then come back. And now get out of the way of that, because it's indestructible.
Oh. Okay, Grandpa. Get out of the way.
Run after, there you go. And it's super big points, too. The reason that you would want to go after those is you get 800 points for successfully grabbing one. And as you've seen, like, these other things are worth like 100 points, maybe 50. Alright, there's a tank. You can only kill that one from behind. There you go.
Oh my god. Awesome. I keep like running into my god. Oh my god. Oh.
You got through a level. And obviously, like, his name is Mark Turmell. This is called Turmoil.
Clever wordplay.
Kind of see where that goes.
You clever bastard. I love you.
Also, one of his later games, Turmoil would come back in one of his later games.
Oh god.
NFL Blitz.
Oh yeah. Oh.
It's the name of one of the plays. Is
Oh.
Turmoil.
Oh god. Oh god, I'm loving all of this.
Yeah.
So you know me and space shooters. Like, this is my jam.
Yep.
This would be like my space jam, if you will. not my NBA jam, which I know you're responsible for, and I love you!
He was responsible for that. He is on fire.
See?
He could, yeah.
Oh, it came back down too soon. Oh.
Boom shakalaka.
Oh. Give me that. No, you son of a...
On top of which, he's a super nice dude. The one that he has recently made for mobile games that I am addicted to is Wizard of Oz Match 3 game. And it's like a Candy Crush style game on cell phones.
Oh, God. I keep trying not to go back down too early for that. Oh.
Free to play.
Oh.
But yeah, like that's one if you're looking for new stuff that Mark Turmell has done.
Ooh. Oh, it's chaos. It's so
It
much
is
fun.
utter chaos. Yeah, you've already got your opinion on it. I think this might be one of the greatest games released for the Atari 2600. So clearly, we might as well just say it. This is fun.
Oh,
this
God.
is practically the epitome of fun that can be had on the Atari 2600.
It's just pure chaos, but I'm very loving all of this just because of just how nuts this is.
Oh yeah, I could come back to this time and time again. And it's also a game that you can't... Like, I love Asteroids, but I could literally play that for probably 6 to 8 hours without ever losing all of my lives. And after a while, that gets to a point where it's like, okay, I had my fun with this, but I'm going to shut this off before I've lost all my lives. This one gets worse. It gets way more chaotic. Like, level 2 is faster. By the time we get to like level 8, it's ridiculously fast. It's over the top. And the world record on this is somewhere like in the 300,000 range or something like that. So, as you see, I don't even know if I've scored 100,000 on this game yet. And I played it for well over an hour on Monday. Well, for Monday's episode, I should say. I pre-recorded it, but...
I'm pretty sure you did it.
Yeah, it's 10,000. I'm 1/10 of the way there. And perhaps one of the brilliant things of it is that I don't have to keep hammering on the fire button over and over. You can just hold the fire button in, and it's rapid fire. Like, this might be one of the fastest arcade-style shooting-style games on the Atari.
Yeah.
It's so incredibly fast.
No, it's like it doesn't... I don't have a button, like, mashing...
Video thumb.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Or in this case, video trigger finger because of the way that the Arthritis 5000 is based.
I don't have the hatred for the controller. I'm like, oh my god, this is the one game the controller was made for! Yay! Oh, it's so good!
I remember seeing a thing back in the day in a video game magazine that rated this controller as like an A+.
Oh,
or like
God.
an A or an A+ on as far as joysticks that were available at the time.
Oh, well.
This is clearly before like the Nintendo style controller took over. So. And they rated the original Atari 2600 one as like a D.
Oh, God. Oh, how dare they? How fucking dare you?
Ah, damn it.
Give you a D for saying that.
Oh, clearly, I don't remember which publication, much less which human said that, but or subhuman in your case.
Just awful. How dare you pick on the Atari 2600 control?
And I think even in its review, it was talking about how it was obviously an important predecessor and all of that, but now way better ones have been made. But then again, they thought this one was great. So it's a little more precise with your clicky noises and stuff. But yeah, I also feel you where I think one of the first games I turned you loose with on this thing was not a good one to have you start with on that. I'm a big fan. Like, do you remember like having any other ones besides the Atari controller that you liked for these though? Either?
I actually, as much as people hated the paddle controller, the little, like the tennis one.
Absolutely.
People hated that one. I like it.
Yeah.
As a kid,
Oh, it's so great. Kaboom. Yeah. I mean, games like Kaboom, Warlords.
Yeah, like any game that worked with that particular control, like I was digging it.
What do you think of the driving controllers that are like that work only with Indy 500? Inside references there.
I mean,
they're pretty great.
They're pretty good. Game.
I would say that they. One of the crazy parts about it is that you can continue to twist them around and around and around and around, and they don't stop.
Yeah. They don't. No, they don't.
No, you learn
You
this.
can literally go in a circle.
Over and over.
To go in a fucking circle. And continue to go in a circle until the fucking match is over, really, until the final round is over, and not get any goddamn win. Screw it. But I want just an all tanks level.
Oh yeah,
We
right.
have the all tanks level.
Well, that doesn't take too long because if you let arrows go, and you can, it starts getting to the point where you've got it pretty full.
Yeah.
Like there's enough arrows that come through. You could make it an all tank level very easily. You just make sure you don't shoot the arrows.
Yeah, see,
And one of the brilliant things I thought about that was that the arrows are not, they're worth more than the tanks. And that's important because otherwise, just for the sake of points, if the tanks were worth more, you would want to intentionally let them become tanks.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's more incentive to take them out when they're still arrows
Yeah.
because they're worth more points.
Right.
That's an incredibly important distinction, I think.
Yeah.
And there becomes that Pac-Man style thing of like, oh, the ghosts are almost not blue. Do I go after it?
Yeah.
Like there becomes strategy involved. Like when a game is made well,
Yeah.
then you have things like that that can come into play as far as strategies.
Yeah.
Where I think, oh, I'm going to let that arrow go, but these ones I'm not.
Yeah.
Like if a game is crappily made, then it's like none of that matters. Like Sneak and Peek.
Why did you say that name?
Well,
Why did you say that name?
Because it's Baron Frostchild's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday, Baron Frostchild.
Happy birthday, Baron Frostchild, Sneak and Peek.
I almost got him a Sneak and Peek cake.
Oh.
Not really, but that would have been beautiful.
He would have put you through a wall because he's so.
He was talking about that earlier, where he said at least he would let me pick the wall, though,
He
which
wouldn't
was
let you
very
pick
nice.
that wall in that case. He would just black out and put you through a wall. You would wake up the next day,
Wonder what happened.
wonder what happened. We'd be like, well, he put you through a wall. He blacked out a little bit. He feels bad now. He didn't then.
At the time, and to be fair, you did deserve it.
You ate,
So yeah,
He ate the cake. He shit on your pillow like he threatened
all those years.
all those many years ago.
Oh,
Don't go home. Yeah.
Shaq Fu 2 needs to come out so he can be back on the show for that. It actually looks like they are well aware that the original was terrible,
Yeah.
and they've made it an actual fun game from the look of it.
Did Shaq apologize to us yet? Did
It's
Shaq-
entirely possible because I believe he's doing the voice. There's voiceovers on it,
Oh, good.
and I believe that he is involved with the making of it. So I wonder if it's going to be sponsored by Pepsi though.
I wonder if Shaq will actually apologize to me personally.
He might.
I'll sit and be like,
Well, but didn't you love Kazam though?
fuck off. Oh, God damn it. No. No, I did not love Kazam.
Well, you said you did.
Or Steel.
64,540.
Fucking
That's.
damn.
You want to give it another crack
No,
just
I'm
because?
good.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we got
you.
more to get through, so-
Yeah, exactly. Turmoil for the Atari 2600. We already said it. Good God, it's fun.
Oh my God. It's just chaos, but it's fun chaos. It's
It's-
like the one time we get fun chaos.
Absolutely.
It's good times.
So recently, I just picked up a unopened game of his called Fast Tracks, and that's what we'll be playing next here once I get this set up. But it's for the Commodore 64.
Ah, the C64.
Yes.
Don't. Yeah, guess what? The C64's on, and also Glenn Versus.
It's Cloud Versus.
It's gonna be that way all night. I'm playing High Score Club over here. For fuck's sake. God, I'm not gonna. It's gonna be his goddamn show on top of his goddamn show. It's gonna be showception.
See, Baron
Yeah.
Frostchild must be done, but I don't know if he's still been caught red-handed or not.
I don't
at that
know.
point,
He's like,
but
all right,
that's-
I don't think he's done.
Probably not. Are you saying that he's like getting caught red-handed while he's watching this?
Ooh. Wait,
Is he actually watching?
he's watching right now.
He's
Yeah,
watching.
Ah!
He is.
I was very
Yeah.
surprised. I would not have expected to
did
see
not-
Baron Frostchild
Hey,
this
buddy.
evening. Under the circumstances.
Oh,
It was a happy accident. The C64. We didn't intend on this to happen. We were playing the 2600 a second ago.
Yeah, just moments ago,
Yeah.
and then you showed up.
Two
and was-
super fun games so far.
Are you guys using the innuendo? Is that some sort of like Nintendo device?
No, we said right-handed. So.
Well, no, I know.
Yeah. So we're using. Yes, we are using the innuendo.
It's the Innuendo 64.
Yes. Yeah.
It was a bad joke, but it's all right.
It's okay.
It's what I do.
It's okay.
Is that number 4 right there? No,
That is number 4.
that's number 3.
Yes.
Why do we not have a signal? Oh, that's why.
Because Jeffrey killed the C64.
Yeah, he would too, if he
God.
could. I actually need to buy a new power supply for it. These things are known for having power supply problems. So if something happened to it, then Jeffrey would celebrate, and we can't have that. So
People do the debts of joy.
yeah, no, it's one of my Facebook friends is this guy named Mike Micah, and he is a developer that started off like making games for the Commodore 64. He's made games for every game console since the Game Boy.
Or you could not get one.
There you go. Let the C64 die. Yeah, you would like that a little too much. No, but this Mike Micah, he ended up making headlines because his daughter wanted to be able to play Donkey Kong, but she wanted to be able to play as the girl.
Oh,
So he programmed it
nice.
for the first Nintendo, so you could play as Pauline. People think that that's Princess Peach that you're saving in Donkey Kong. It is
No.
not. It is
No.
Pauline.
Pauline.
So I think it's in here. It may not. Actually, it's probably in the
Don't die.
box that it came in. I need this anyway.
Yeah.
So this just recently got opened for the first time ever, and it's Fast Tracks. It is the design. Well, it's called the Computer Slot Car Construction Set. It had an opportunity. If you'll read this sticker that's on here, the yellow one right
The
there.
yellow one.
That yellow sticker.
Oh my God, guys! We can win a trip to the 1986 Indianapolis 500.
Yes, I had the opportunity
Oh yeah!
this week to open that,
Oh,
and
where are we going?
no, sadly, I did not win.
We didn't win.
Did not win a chance to go to the Indianapolis, the 1986 Indianapolis 500.
But we could probably still try to go. I mean, we've got a buddy on Facebook.
Yeah,
right? I
that's
mean,
true.
He's your Facebook pal.
He is my Facebook pal. That's true.
He's got a birthday today.
Yeah, Mr. Mark Turmell. We're playing all of his games this evening.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I would have had you playing a track on this that Rachel devised. Unfortunately,
Holy shit, Activision.
Yeah, it is totally
Look at
Activision.
that. Look at that logo.
Isn't that beautiful?
Look at that logo, Activision.
You know they were the first third-party company?
Yeah, goddamn right where we're going. We don't need roads.
Yes.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, no, Activision was the first third-party company because it was unhappy Atari developers
Oh, yeah.
that decided to leave Atari and make games for the Atari.
You're acting like we don't know.
Yes. Well, yeah, there's people who are watching who might not.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
So what we're going to have you start on this. Now, I've played this to death to the point where there's really almost no point
this
in
was
me
the one
playing it.
you played. Yeah.
Designed by Mark Turmell, as it says right on the screen. On the Atari, like the developers for Atari often couldn't say that they worked on something. But
Right.
by this time now the developers
Well, that's when-
could say these things.
Yeah, like any 2600 game, they would just have their name scrolling at this point.
So see about racing on a track for the moment. No, maybe on the other control port. Let's try that again.
Hey, the same year Burst Butter was created.
Oh, sweet!
85.
Nice. No wonder it was the 1986 Indy 500. That makes
right,
sense now.
yeah, he was trying to get it in before.
So yeah, race on a track, and
Yeah.
we're going to let you pick the track, and I'm hoping that we can also have you try to create a track, just maybe a small one.
Just gonna create a circular track.
Yeah.
Try to go around in a circle.
Yeah, that's...
Because fuck it, that's what we do on my show.
I see where you're going with that now. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is wholeheartedly beautiful. And while this is loading, I can get one of the next consoles ready too, because I know that we're going to the original Xbox at some point here as well.
Oh, this Xbox.
And it'll be one where I think Jeffrey will be wishing he was here for the one on the Xbox. So go ahead and pick whichever course you think sounds like a good one to try.
Yeah, damn right, Danica Patrick Carr. Yeah, damn right. I'm gonna go with Auto Smack.
Sure.
Because that just sounds so dirty.
It doesn't it though?
Are
And then
you
race
sure?
on this track, yeah.
Yeah, damn right I want to go with Auto Smack.
You'll be talking no smack about Auto Smack.
You like that?
There's tambourine. I don't know why. For this show, at least.
We love all the things.
All of the things that are down here
One
too.
moment while we load
Why
Auto
is
Smack.
Baron Frostchild watching? I mean, don't get
Because
me
he
wrong.
loves the show.
Well,
God. He's a fan and also a participant. We made this.
yeah, this
off
is
camera.
this
we did
is this is true. And I appreciate him watching. I appreciate having someone on the interwebs in the chat room to.
I love that you're here.
Yeah, that's pretty great. It really is pretty great.
We're still loading.
Yeah.
Because
Commodore 64.
the C64, baby.
That's why.
Of course, it's
But it's a
built
legit
and
purchased copy on eBay.
landscape.
And not only that, but the other Mark Turmell game I have for the Commodore 64 is also an unopened copy that has not been opened yet. So we'll be opening it this evening for this program. And then I'm going to play it again tomorrow, hopefully.
I
try to
would
get this
hope
started.
you would have company over.
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with you? Right?
Yeah.
But also that last screen, my mom had a sweater in that exact pattern.
No shit.
That exact same bullshit color pattern that actually kind of moves. Yeah, my
Sure.
mom had a sweater like that in the 70s. Actually.
Oh, got
When I
it.
was a wee baby. I have pictures. It's legit. Oh, my pink. Oh, my red.
You are the red one.
Oh, damn. I could have been
And
pink.
now there's a song. Song's not over yet, but it will be when you start this race right now.
What if I don't?
That's my new lyrics for that song.
So if I hit the
I
trigger.
believe it is your trigger.
Okay, so then do I hold the trigger down for gas?
No, I believe you press up to speed up, down to slow down,
Oh, Jesus.
left and right to kind of move left and right, but it's slot cars, so it's going to go around the corners automatically for you.
Automagically.
Yes, there's
Automagically.
there's one bullshit thing that's going to happen.
What the fuck is this? Oh, wow, okay.
So press up, I believe. Yep, there you go.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
It will do all of the corners for you.
Oh,
I'm going to tell you one bullshit thing about this specific game.
automagic.
When you crash, it starts you at the beginning of the track.
Oh.
I don't know that there is another racing game ever in the existence of racing games that does that.
I want to go fast! Oh, so... Okay, so...
Yeah,
That's some bullshit.
You got to be careful and not take the corners too fast.
My driving
Is
test is awful.
And you can crash into the other vehicles too.
But what the fuck? What? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
There you go.
Hulk, I want to go to the Piglet with me.
I always figured the orange car was Mark Turmell for what it's worth.
Because it's a good...
He's the hardest to beat driver.
He's a dick driver.
He is
Okay.
the dick driver
Oh,
that
God,
will
this
run
is-
you off the road. Why don't I do this though?
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
restore here. Why don't we make it one lap instead of
I
5?
barely can get around one turn. It's not going to be...
Go to select laps
Oh.
and make it one lap.
Oh, God.
It's a one lap race.
Oh.
We're not having you do.
Oh.
And they think that a 33.9 second lap is possible on this for what it's worth.
Game? Okay. Well, all right.
Super great game, Glenn. Not gonna lie, I actually did enjoy the shit out of this as a child.
Okay, well, because you had nothing else going on.
That is true.
Usual, it's fine. It's,
And this is also just one track.
Okay.
One of the things that I especially loved about it was the ability to make your own tracks for this.
oh, yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, God.
But yeah, I can understand where this is also a frustrating head scratcher.
Oh,
Oh, and it says they were playing Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's not accurate.
it's not at all accurate.
Yeah, you're gonna get through a lap. You're doing good though. Uh-oh.
Oh, come on. Oh,
And you're back to the beginning.
oh, fucking bull.
That's
Oh,
that
come
might,
on.
That might be the
How
one.
close was I? I was close,
I think
right?
you were pretty close.
Oh, come on.
To me, that is the one thing that I would change about this game
Oh,
is in any other game, what happens if you wreck your car?
you just...
You pick up where you
Yeah.
left off.
You go.
And in this, you
Well, look how
start.
slow I disappeared off that
Yep,
one.
you started the
Oh.
beginning. By the way, they're all just waiting for
I
you at the
know
finish
they're
line
all waiting for me
as
on the
well.
finish line. I am aware.
Rachel says it is hard, and she is not kidding. She has first-hand experience of
Oh.
this recently. She
Oh.
also had quite a time trying to get through a single lap.
What was Rachel's lap time?
It was like 6 minutes.
Oh.
But I think it was, no, pardon me, 6 minutes for 5 laps.
Oh.
But it was also a different course.
Oh, okay, so my one lap will be 6 minutes. That's cool, Rachel. You're going to feel real good about this. Don't worry, it's going to be fine. I make you feel better. It's gonna be good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's like it's calm. We'll drive the country. It's totally fine.
That's the way to do
It's
it at
totally
this point.
fine. Because we're gonna get through this, everybody. We're gonna get through this together, everybody. So everybody, we're gonna get through this together.
I think I know what type of track I want to make
Oh
too.
God, you shut up. You just shut your whore mouth.
The computer played against Trav, and it definitely won.
You shush. Look at me. Got
Rach says mine was the longest run of all time.
Oh, look at me go. Oh.
Yes!
Yay!
And by the way, you got points for every car that you rammed off the road. So that is one nice little thing, is it actually gives you like a time bonus for every, so it rewards aggressive driving.
Yay!
So I might give a crack on this to see if I can at least beat 224. If
You're
it's
gonna-
possible.
Gee, I don't know, Willie.
I've
I don't
played
know.
this shit
I
out of
score club
this.
over here that thinks that you can't beat 224. I mean, 7:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30,
See, we do get that.
7:30,
7:30?
7:30 every day except for what?
7 o'clock.
7
Now, there was a reason that
7
I
o'clock.
was doing 7:30,
Yeah.
but my buddy Joe Cam said I needed to make it 7 because that makes it 10 over on the East Coast,
Yeah.
and then it's 10 or Glen o'clock.
Glen o'clock.
He said it's Glen o'clock.
Oh!
on the East
There you
Coast.
go. It's 9 o'clock. See, so 7 o'clock, and it's every day except for Thursday?
Yes, because of that Trav Versus show that's on Thursdays.
Because
It's 7:30,
So,
and that's bullshit. That's Mark Turmell that just destroyed me
oh,
because reasons.
because reasons.
Yes.
So High Score Club over here thinks that he's gonna.
Well, you see,
Not-
I'm actually not doing particularly well. Someone else has already gone across the finish line,
Uh-oh.
so I may not even beat your score.
I don't know.
The thing with this particular track that I'm seeing is there are a lot of intersections where you can accidentally crash into another vehicle that's heading the opposite way, and those are one of the more dangerous things in the game.
Stream versus.
I love that the theme song gets so much, so many references.
It's gonna just happen.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, again, the best score on this track is 33 seconds, basically, 33.9.
Yeah.
I'm up to 1 minute and 22, and I really do think it's because of that whole thing where big guy.
Yeah, you'll probably win. Yeah, right. Yeah.
You'll probably win.
Yeah.
I love the Rachel with the Super Meat Boy reference there too. So this time, I came prepared with a blank disc. So
Okay.
hopefully, what we do right now for creating a new course, we're gonna load the main menu. We're gonna create a new course, and hopefully be able to actually save it this time.
Oh.
Rach went through the trouble of making this really cool course, and we were going to race on it, and it failed to save properly.
Oh, shoot.
So based even just on what you played there, I feel like you can probably give your opinion of this game. But then again, you haven't seen the track creation. Based on the racing thus far, though, where do you think you're at?
Racing, it was 85. Ooh.
Oh, I thought you were giving it like an 85 out of 100.
No, I'm saying the year. I'm gonna give it an okay.
Yeah,
because
I can understand that.
I've played a little better.
Well, even back
during
then,
an 85.
Enduro.
Yeah,
Enduro would have been one of them
I mean,
that was made by Activision for the Atari.
Yeah, I mean, I played pole position at
Sure.
that point. There's been games where there's been better racing games at that
Yeah.
point. And so I'm going to give it an okay.
I think
the
that's
track
fair.
creation section, though, I've
what
never
to-
seen a track creation game
That's the trick.
in 85.
Yes.
So,
To me,
You're
that is the
gonna,
only
you
thing
know-
that bumps it to a fun for me
Exactly.
is the ability to make your own courses.
right
Be-
there, as a
because-
whole game, yeah, then that would be fun because that would make it to where that's something innovative.
Absolutely.
That's gonna be,
See, so look at this. You have like a
that's
start.
going to be the fun.
You have a start menu right
Obviously.
here, or start menu, start of the course,
Yeah.
and you could say do that.
And then add the track. See, now this is innovative as hell because
Who
nowhere.
did this at the time?
Exactly. This kind of thing I didn't see until honestly until the PlayStation.
Absolutely.
So that would bump it up to fun.
Yeah.
Easily.
And that's just my.
85. That's incredible.
To me, it's between
So-
an okay and a fun though, because
Yeah.
of the one major frustration for me is the fact that you go back to the start of the course every single time that
Yeah.
you crash.
Yeah.
That's the one major thing that I would personally change.
Yeah. See, but then again, it comes down to the memory on the game.
Absolutely.
Because you're using a lot of it to build a track.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So again, I can see where the limitation could be.
Certainly.
With having to reset all the way back to the beginning.
Absolutely.
And having to where turning and all those things are limited.
Sure.
Because again, you've got a lot to deal with programming a track. So
Absolutely.
I can see where the pitfalls are.
A pitfall. Hey, it's Activision. I see what you did there. That's
to-
beautiful.
To that limitation of the actual racing. I can see that.
Sure.
So
We're gonna make this a nice.
putting
wide
it all
light.
together, yeah, it's a fun game.
Because of that.
Fun because of that.
So you're seeing, like, as a youth, if you'd had
Yeah.
this in 1985,
Yeah.
you would have been playing the hell out of this
Yeah,
part of it.
and if I was old enough to build the tracks and understand and contemplate like building the tracks and all those things, like hell yeah.
Yeah.
This would be fun as hell because I'd be like all day going, all right, I'm gonna build another track. Like I would just be nerding out in my fucking room, just building tracks and going, all right, now let's play the game and like be racing against my friends. Like, you can't beat my best time, and
Yep.
you know, just really just being an ultra virgin and just nerding out. No.
Yeah, Excitebike
Super-
does have a course creator,
Yeah.
but it also came out after this.
So
About a year, though.
yeah.
About a year or two later.
But yeah, those kinds of things where I didn't have that. So, you know, those things.
Was Excitebike one you didn't have
I
back
didn't
then?
have. I didn't have that.
I didn't either. I
Yeah.
had friends that did. But
Yeah. So that kind of thing where it's like, how cool is that?
Would you look at that? It was the closest thing that I could get to a set of eyes doing that. Like someone we know.
It's a Jeffrey knows this.
11/30/1984, Jeffrey says.
Ah.
Was that when Excitebike came out? Or is that when this came out?
Yeah, no. Excitebike.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe, like, because,
Huh.
Yeah, because I was thinking that the actual Nintendo Entertainment System didn't come out here until, like, 85.
No, that was that would
Unless that was the Famicom version, perhaps. That could very well be that, too. But maybe I'm wrong. I totally admit that I could be wrong on this.
Yeah.
We're going to initialize this disc. We're erasing the disc, not fast tracks.
Yeah.
Thank God we're not.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering.
But no, man, that's the thing. Like
Now I
that
gotta
would make this game fun because Famicom. But
that makes more sense, the
yeah.
Famicom.
So I mean, that's the thing. Like that makes this game fun because again, you can design the track.
Yeah, that's the part to me that's like, oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
And I have it's again for me there is at least part of it that comes down to nostalgia as well. If I was playing this now, I would definitely give it more of an okay. Like if this was up against all of the things that have come along since then.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, racing wise, okay.
there you
But
go. And it was a
building
launch title for the
track-
NES in 1985. That totally makes sense.
Yeah. Building the tracks and doing all that, I bump it up to fun just because it's like, okay, yeah, because you can do all that innovative, neat stuff with it.
Absolutely. And there are some really nasty things that you didn't really even have to deal with the courses that you saw there.
Yeah.
But one of them that will randomly shoot you out to the left, up, or to the right. See, that's what I was trying to make right there. I was trying to make that course. And I don't know that would have been, fully possible. Maybe. Do you think that could be made as a track? Probably.
Yeah.
No, because that would be more like you're going here and have to go over that same course, and I don't think you could. I'm trying to think if there would be a way to do that, where
You'd have to flip
where
it.
you somehow send the vehicles going head on into one another, and I don't think there was a way to do that on this.
Yeah, I agree with Barrett Rush Out. Yours is upside down.
Yeah, it is upside down.
Flip it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my goodness, I think it actually worked. So we're going to save this as. I can't use the underscore. I guess I can do that. That's close.
There you go.
We'll call that good enough. We're going to save the track, and you can play my creation here, and then we will move on to Toy Bazaar. So it's me staring at you while doing a handstand. He says, "Yeah, that makes sense." Or crapping on my pillow. I remember that was the other thing is we were trying to save the track and it was seeming like it was taking forever. See, that's what it's supposed to do, Rach. Totally worked. So now, it's gonna load. And there it is. It's actually there. So that's menu, exit the main menu, race on a track. Disc. Oh yeah, we have to put the fast tracks disc back in here first before it will allow all of the things here. Race on a track, and then you can enter in the other. Yeah, and it might too.
Error.
And let me ask you this too. Knowing what you now know about what you saw about that track creator, if you were a kid, what would be the first type of courses you would make on the game?
Giant penis.
There you go. There's that.
Cock and balls. Yep,
Yep.
that's it. Or boobs. I tried to build boobs.
And my other thought on that has to do with the idea of making the smallest possible track, the largest possible track that covers every space.
It would be like a series of circles. Really, outside of a joke about circles, fun circles. But no, it would be like a circle and then a circle, like a ring, like rings on a tree. Like I would figure like how to do like this.
This evil bastard ended up
then
making one of them that went the
like a spiral.
entire map,
Yeah.
and all of the rest of it was nothing but intersections where you could crash into one another. Trying to go through even one lap of that was insanity.
I would try to go with I would try to make like a Hot Wheels track. Like look at a Hot Wheels track.
Sure, and
then
make something like it.
Make a race. Make a racetrack out of that.
To me, anything that adds a construction element where you can make your own anything is going to be a win.
Or even like look at an actual racetrack from an actual like
Go ahead and
stock
hit your
car,
button there.
or the Daytona, or any of those kind of those races.
Do you know I bought this for Jeffrey, by the way?
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a Commodore 64 game I specifically bought with Jeffrey in mind.
But no, like I would look at other things because I do that like with other building games like Sims or things like that, where I would look at something and go.
You try to make it something similar, and like to me, it would have been like, oh, here's the pole position track. Let's try to make that,
make Fuji or whatever.
Yep, absolutely.
Exactly. Be like, I'm gonna rebuild Fuji with this. See if I can. Yeah, but then of course, then I just get bored one night, get really drunk, and go, I'm gonna build a giant racetrack that looks like cock and balls just for funsies. And then wake up and go, why did I build a cock and balls track? Because then my friends would be like, why did you build this? This is so weird.
It's like, why didn't you?
And they're like, every time you wreck, you got to start again on the cock and balls track. Oh god.
Oh, so now there's actual best track times that get saved too. And it's the same song.
Oh, okay. So he's got the auto. Wow, the first time the auto mod kicked in, and they're
Message is being held for review. Allow
cock and balls.
I have to choose whether I will allow cock and balls or not.
It's fine.
Can we deny it?
No, if you deny it, then he's being blocked.
So okay, fine.
You gotta let it happen.
Here we go. Race on my creation. Race it.
Oh, he bumped me.
Yeah, he did, and you can totally do that to him too. They encourage it.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
It is very easy.
Oh shit! They've already made a lap. Oh god!
Here's the 5-lap race.
Oh god! Oh god!
See right there, I gave you a nice wide area.
Oh god! Ah!
This actually has the potential to be a pretty fun track, except for the whole yeah, you gotta take corners slow. There you go. You got this. One down. Take out Mark Turmell.
Trying to slow down. Actually,
I always figured that he was Mark Turmell. Just like I said, purple seemed like the biggest pushover, easiest to beat, and orange always seemed like the biggest bastard that was just so damn tough to beat. You got credit for knocking his ass out.
Trying to slow down on this is like
it is perhaps one of the hardest parts.
A couple of hairpins, like right there. It's like.
You're like, you took him out.
And then trying to turn out that turn, it's like,
Yeah, that might be the other reason that I would actually argue that an okay rating on this game is quite fair. Because there are things that
trying to like turn into the.
There are things that make this borderline not fun. Truth be told, and it has to do with that starting at the beginning.
You're trying to slow down, off the speed up.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
It's like trying to speed up and then trying to slow down. Like,
So I would actually have to agree with your idea of maybe like in perspective of what other games were coming out at the time. And actually, there's another Activision game that's one of my favorite racing games on the system. It's called the Great American Cross Country Road Race. And it plays just like Enduro for the Atari, except that you are picking two destinations. You're like going from LA to New York or like that sort of thing. And I'd say it's perhaps a better racing game. But on the same notion, again, many fond memories playing this as a youth. You are not going to come in last. No, I spoke too soon.
Nope.
I spoke too soon because
Everybody just shut up.
because it shows how many laps your competitors have
Yeah.
completed down there in the bottom corner.
Yeah.
Too. But ultimately, this is still better than what you had done before. You've gotten
Not better.
you've gotten enough of an idea on how this works.
Yeah.
There you go. 229.60. Now the best done on this too. We've already gone for about an hour.
Next game!
Yeah, let's go to the next game.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'd say an okay is very fair. Very, very fair.
Yes, we let it happen. Yes,
Yeah, we did. Let it happen.
Yes.
Toy Bazaar for the Commodore 64. This has not been opened. Shall you do the honors?
Oh! I get to do the
I think you should,
Um,
if you like.
It's...
If I can give you a tool of implement of torture of some sort there to
Oh my god. Oh, there.
implement of torture. I don't know if that'll actually open it.
Nope. Nope.
The Arthritis 5000.
Arthritis 5000. No, I just use my creepy hands to get this. It's like opening a present on someone else's birthday.
And it actually does look like a present on the front.
It does look like a present on the front.
So yeah, this is. Yeah, I won't say anything about this because I don't want to ruin it. Don't want to ruin it. That's the win the trip to the Indianapolis 500. That's sticker. Yeah, because here it is too. Is win a trip to the 1986 Indianapolis 500. Create your dream track with Fast Tracks and enter it in the Dream Track contest. And you have to send the Dream Track contest to Activision, P.O. Box 7287 in Mountain View, California.
Mountain View.
The tracks we receive will be judged for their toughness, and Bobby Rahal, who knows about these kind of things, will be the final judge.
Frickin' Bobby Rahal!
Yeah, if Bobby
Oh.
decides you've designed the toughest track, you've won an all-expense-paid trip for two to the next year's 8500.
God.
So Bobby Rahal was the one who was the ultimate final judge for that.
I love that this starts out with what Glenn already knows is the thing that fucking creeps me the fuck out already. It's a creepy little doll hand. I'm not gonna be okay with this.
You think it is more of an action game.
I hope that God is, 'cause I'm gonna go.
This is pretty great.
It's gonna go into my hatred of tiny creepy dolls. And,
We're not even getting to one of your favorites here, unfortunately, because we may not have time. But if we do still have time to go a little bit longer, then we'll play a game on the Xbox for a little bit that I think you'll greatly enjoy. That you may or may not realize that Mark Turmell also was involved with. That is not NBA Jam and is not NFL Blitz, but it came later.
What?
He was he created another one of the all-time classic great arcade games. He had a hand in creating. And I'll
You
leave
just
it at
have your hands on everything, don't you?
that. He really does.
And I love you.
Toy Bazaar, Mark Turmell. And that's you take the chance with something like this, where even with it being unopened, the chances that the disc could have been demagnetized or anything, I mean,
Right? Fucking shit.
thus far I've had damn good luck with most of them though.
And look at that Activision logo.
That's-
That's an
that's-
Activision logo.
That's the one we
Right.
would expect.
That's an Activision logo. Not that last one. What the hell was that last
That
one?
was a short
was-
period of time that they did that.
Oh, then there's the
Seizure-inducing.
seizure-inducing
Yeah.
sweater logo. That
And here we are.
So crack pipe, meth bowl.
Whirly, Springer,
Meth bowl.
Whirly, and Scooter.
So, bunch of crack pipes. Mark, do we have a problem that we need to talk about? Did you go to a meeting after this? What the fucking hell?
Okay. So
Off. Okay.
you want to turn them all off.
Okay. Oh, not
And
touch
do
him.
not touch that person.
Oh, good to know. Good to know. Things
Yeah.
I should have known moments ago. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Oh, good. I can hop.
You can hop, and I believe that's maybe an extra guy. I don't know. But you notice how the one's blinking? They're safe to touch when they're blinking. But one of them is not blinking.
So I can't turn that one off. Okay. Why can't I turn that one off?
There's two of them you can't, and that's because they're the ones that are getting the balloons there.
Oh, okay. So assholes turning my shit back on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then.
Coffee break. If you grab the coffee. And you're safe for the moment, and you can...
So then.
It's been a while since I've played this, so I don't recall the specifics of this, but there's also a clock that's up there. I think you have to reach, like, a point in the ship, like Five Nights at Freddy's style.
Oh wait, I got it. Hold on. And then
And see that one that's flashing right there? Well, he's not flashing now.
Oh,
But when he's flashing, he's safe to take away. Like, make him go away, the one that's on the upper there. Yeah, like Mario Brothers style, you can pick him up. It seems like a thing that was made for, like, a cartridge. And he's safe to grab if you can... There you go. Do you notice that
stuff.
the way that you make them flash like that is to touch the... you notice they're on
Yeah.
a level right there, so you make it... Yeah. When you touch that hard spot right there, like the raised area, it causes the one that's adjacent to it to pop up. So if you can trigger it when your enemy's on it, then that's how you get rid of them. And I think you can jump them and have it work too, which is what you just did. See? And they can send you flying as well, by the way. Yeah, like you just did right there. You totally got rid of the other... I don't know what thing is with it. It says... It's Merton is his name. Guy Merton the Maintenance Man. Merton the Maintenance Man. Like a lot of alliteration there. Through a night at the Gizmo Automated Toy Works. The toys are in revolt.
I got it.
Balloons fill up at valves. Turn the valves off. But watch out for Hefty Hilda.
Oh my god.
That's Hefty Hilda. You don't... Like, there's so much alliteration in this. You don't really want to make her acquaintance, but you will. And then it's got it in other languages.
Touch my stuff, Hefty.
It's Hefty Hilda. All right. Like, yeah, the toys are in revolt at this point. So it really is like, almost like Five Nights at Freddy's back in the day.
Yeah.
With less animatronic, animals.
And fuckery.
Yes, a little less fuckery.
Jump scare fuckery.
Oh yeah, there is a lot of that. There you go. You're getting the hang of it.
Oh shit. Oh god. Oh.
Ah, man.
Should have jumped it.
That's your game over.
So, Into Night 2. There was an extra guy up there.
Oh, it says, is that Toyman? Did either of you guys watch Nick Arcade? I never actually did watch Nick Arcade, but I've heard good things.
I did watch Nick Arcade.
And was there something with Toyman?
I do.
So it's hour one. When they're in balloon form, you can actually grab them as well. So the key, there you go, almost did it. Now he's safe to grab. Alright, and... Oh, see, they can send me flying too, if they land on it after I do. Yeah, that's how it's done. Kinda. Yeah, you're just trying to survive through your shift, which, isn't that what we all do? Ultimately. And it's nice enough for it to just wait on that raised part of the level there.
Oh, so there's no actual, pattern here. I'm just supposed to survive a time clock?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I
that's-
was looking for a...
I
I
think
thought you had to push down all 4 of the things.
it helps.
See, I thought you had to push down all 4 of the platforms.
I was thinking that.
Once I push down all 4 of the platforms.
Oh no! When you touch a platform, you'll notice that it raises another one. It's always like this one's raised, like and it causes the other one to raise. So they're connected basically. Like I hit that one.
Sorry, I was just looking over the comments. Nick Arcade was awesome when I was a kid, but it didn't age well. I can see 64.
There you go. That's beautiful. Yeah, I should have seen that coming.
There were too many on that track.
I love that the concept of this is actually fairly original. You do not see a lot of other games like this. Jeffrey might say there's a reason for that. Coffee break. I ruined my coffee break. And you can apparently touch those other things while that's happening. So it may also be a matter of just clearing out all of the enemies, which makes sense too. Like you got so the clock's more like a bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's a safety check. Now this is what I think I'm remembering from my youth, because now the point of this one is to shut them all down. No safety bonus.
No safety bonus.
Yep. This one, in a roundabout way, reminds me of the original Mario Brothers pre-Super. Yeah. There's definitely some Mario Brothers style stuff going on here, and I would say this probably came out after Mario Brothers, if I was a betting man. Oh, and now we got purple ones. Oh yeah, as we saw in the beginning, they all have names too, and I just forgot what their names are, but I genuinely don't know if that's technically like an extra man or what that was, but
That's an extra.
so and you see where that one causes. So these that are on the bottom are interconnected. So that probably is too. Yep. Coffee break time. Take them all out. So it's basically like a Pac-Man Blue Ghosts, style thing, where they're safe to touch at this point. Yeah, that's really all you're doing is just trying to clear the stages. Makes sense. Pretty sure that was Inky, Blinky, Pinky, Clyde, and the other one. That's beautiful. Sue would be the other one that was introduced, and Miss Pac-Man.
It's the 5th night at Freddy's. Oh no, you reached for the sun like Icarus.
And
you died
Wax
like
Wings.
Icarus.
Wax Wings.
You precious little snowflake.
Okay, so this one's connected down to that one.
Tailbone's connected to the other bone.
And Baron Frostchild makes a very solid point with the Mario Brothers style thing where you're attacking an enemy and then going and grabbing them.
Yeah. So really, if it weren't for this game.
No, I'm pretty sure that this probably came out after.
So what you're trying to say is that
This was heavily influenced by Mario Brothers.
So you're trying to say that.
I'm not saying he's a ripoff.
So you're just trying to say that.
We're a little bit over time on that. What did you think of Toy Bazaar?
Um.
And I do think you still want to play a little bit of this next one.
I think that actually it's kind of a neat idea. I mean, really, it was fun.
Yeah, I agree.
It was a fun game. It's innovative because it does take that Mario Brothers kind of angle to it.
But it's not a direct ripoff by any stretch.
No.
And again, it may
No.
have come out before Mario Brothers for all I know, but I'm thinking probably not.
It could have easily been, one of those games that could have slid into like a rip-off style, but it didn't.
Yeah,
which was
easily
good.
Like you have
But-
these influences, and he kind of made it this up.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of really neat, innovative little twists to it. Like you mentioned before, it has a little Pac-Man edge to it. It's got a Mario Brothers edge to it, and you've got that kind of puzzle style to it, which is always fun. And then the levels again, they change up, which is fun. So right back to Fast Eddie, you've got this innovative style that changes from one level to the next level to the next level, so you're not bored, which is good.
That's important.
Which is fun.
I'll agree.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice.
I like that idea. It's very fun.
I'm glad, and I would say the same thing. It's Toy Bazaar. I was played it as a youth, of course. I do like the theme that they've got going on that as well. I'm trying to think while doing this here. That does not look right. I may need to get a different wire.
Yeah.
But I mean,
From when I played Outlast. Yeah, I do Outlast with that was
get this plugged
that
in.
that game.
What is the deal with Outlast? I actually don't know anything about it.
Outlast is a game.
Did you Outlast it?
We got to the end. It took a while. There's some moments in that game that are just oh god. It's all survival horror.
Oh, got it.
To the point where you
Oh,
hide.
now that I get a new wire, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll behave now.
You hide a lot in that game because you
Oh,
don't
sure.
do anything else in that game.
Oh, you
It's-
mean Until Dawn?
No, Outlast.
Ooh.
Outlast is worse. Outlast is worse. At least in Until Dawn, you can fight back a little bit.
Sure.
Uh,
Go ahead and hit
Outlast,
the A button. That's fine.
Outlast, you just hide.
Just hide and cry.
Yeah.
You should get the first
Uh,
part.
And then there's two large naked men and night vision cameras, and yeah, the two large naked men like to attack you. Not.
Sure.
It's bad. It's a very scary game because
But apparently a good one, though.
it is good, but you are terrified for most of that game. It's yeah.
Seems like that is not.
It's a
what
precursor
supposed
to what
be
like the Alien Isolation game became. So it's a lot of jump scares and a lot of like you turn the corner and all of a sudden there's a thing like in your face. And
That sounds like
in-
Jeffrey's
in
life.
this case, it's naked men. So imagine what's in your face. So yeah.
So what we are going to say right off the bat is whatever this game is, it is a Midway arcade treasure from the first volume. So Mark Turmell had something to do. I don't believe he made this one wholly on his own, but he was on the team that made this one.
And you get
I
your
believe
fingers
he's
cut
one of the lead developers of it.
off. Yeah.
And I've already said NBA Jam and
It's not those.
NFL Blitz.
Yeah, right.
This
Which
is
we know.
neither of
Which
those.
we know. And we've played.
This is neither of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is not 720.
No.
That is not the game.
Yeah, and you get your fingers cut off in Outlast. It sucks. So bad.
Let me find it. There are so many good games here.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you write this?
Yeah, he did.
Did you have it? Are you?
Smash TV.
Did you help make this game?
He did, actually.
Are
Yeah.
you part of my? You part of my world? You so. I love you. I love you so much. I love you. Oh.
So there it is.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Mark Turmell, NBA Jam, NFL Blitz, and Smash TV.
You're like the
In his
holy
credit.
trilogy right now. You
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful man. I mean, I said like some bad words on this show. I want to send this episode to you so bad, but I don't know if you mind swears.
I don't think he does.
You beautiful man. Oh God. Do you know how many hours of my life, and I'm not even going to say the word wasted, that I have gladly spent on this game alone?
Yeah,
Not even in my youth. I mean recently. Like this game is at Jedi Alliance.
Yeah,
And
they have,
I played the shit out of
it's
this.
a local arcade.
I was yes, it's a local arcade game
Yeah.
here in Spokane, Washington, or local arcade game.
So did you go and play this at Jedi Alliance?
Yes, I did.
Nice, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're damn right. I did. Once I saw it over there, I was like, and I just played
This
the
is
hell out of
happening,
it.
yeah.
No, I played the snot out of this. I was like, I'm playing this till my fingers bleed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because it's free play. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And
then you could potentially finally actually win the game without popping a million quarters.
oh,
into it.
I've beaten this game.
Even with? Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
So you know that this is the right
I've
way to go.
spent ridiculous amounts of money on this game. That was in my youth, but yes, when I had lots of disposable income and no real life,
No regrets either.
no regrets at all. Absolutely no. I played.
And from what I've read and what he was talking about, he did take like some inspiration from the classic game Robotron 2083. before, as far as the dual joystick thing, where you run and gun basically. You run and then.
Oh, I also would imagine that you have watched The Running Man with Schwarzenegger like a million times.
Yeah.
I would. Oh God, I hate when I hate when
Yeah, pretty sure it's at least a reference. Baron Frostchild asking if I have a copy of Loaded. I don't believe so. I may have Reloaded, but I've thought about buying Loaded specifically for you for one of the episodes, because you have mentioned it in my presence previously.
God damn shrapnel every time. Squint. Because I'm greedy and I love VCRs.
Yeah, well, rightfully so. Who doesn't, right?
VCRs. Oh yes, because I hate Mr. Shrapnel, but I love getting hit by Mr. Shrapnel. Because Mr. Shrapnel is a dick. Oh God! See, it's that one just corner shot from Shrapnel that I'm like, I hate you, you pudgy little bastard.
So of course it has no place on an episode of Trav Versus featuring it. Oh, because you do love it. Because you remembered Loaded being a great game.
Every time with this.
You realize that, for the most part, maybe with the exception of you, I don't know, maybe including you, when people have requested games, I tend to let them play them on the show. So.
Oh God! All right.
But for every Loaded, there's a sneaky peek waiting in the wings.
Die, you're gonna die.
Hey, Baron Frostchild, $40.
I'm gonna hurt him just for saying it!
He just brought it up tonight at dinner, actually.
God, did he?
Yeah.
Oh! Why would you say it?
Oh, he's saying we could have an hour of you, Travis, and Tekken 7. I agree with this plan.
Why would you want an hour of me getting my ass beat? Why?
You ask why?
We need to have another Tekken tournament.
Oh, I know.
It needs to be around Tekkensgiving. This is true.
Tekkensgiving.
We should have 2 Tekkensgiving. One in the summer, one in the.
I'm not opposed. Not opposed. I do like me some Tekken.
No.
He's like,
No.
dude, you won. He says, dude, you won like 3 times.
Yeah, like 3 times out of 15.
Yeah.
And it's
There's
fine.
that.
It's fine. Oh God! No! Get out of this corner! Ah!
You are destroying me, by the way. So thereby claiming you're claiming your show back.
Fracking. Yeah.
And I do believe I remember reading something here not that long ago about Mark Turmell saying one of his favorite games of all time was Robotron 2084. So he kind of took that control scheme and brought it into a more modern thing and made one of the classic greatest arcade games ever. Yeah, it's like you knew that before even coming in here.
Give those boobs.
Come give me something better than the pea shooter. Ugh. That'll work.
I do think that games like this were made to completely take your allowance money.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell.
I think that it was well that would be if it was the Running Man, I do believe then it would be Richard Dawson would be the
he's the inspiration
host.
from the host. Yeah. Oh, careful.
That's me.
Careful, yeah.
A lot of death.
Oh shit! Every time with that back up with the tank treads.
He's very Jedi-like, just
Son of a bitch. Oh hell.
He said, I know, I just wish they could have used his likeness. He was the best part of that movie.
Dawson.
Dawson, for a long time, was my favorite Family Feud host as well.
Something other than the pea shooter, you mother fracker. Don't hit me with that hit. Come on. Jesus, hit him with that.
There you go. His ribs are exposed.
Tank trades in the IVs. Oh, yeah, sure. Cover up the spread shot like a dick. There you go. It's cool. It's fine. Long shot. Bye. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Uh-oh. Spread shot.
No. Yeah.
And he inspired the skits on MC Chris' Part 6 trilogy. Did he really? I had no idea that there was any sort of MC Chris
he
and
did.
so much blood.
Whew.
This was definitely the era of blood. I think that's probably enough of Smash
Whoa.
TV for the.
Just in time for wait for the bonus. Or wait for the.
Oh, there's that.
Because
We
you gotta
can do
go
that.
in for the.
That is true.
Who got the prizes? You gotta, and then we'll end it. Then we'll end it.
That makes sense.
Because you gotta see.
Yeah, it is cash and prizes.
You gotta end it on this.
Clearly, you are the winner. You have gained your show back.
Toasters. Cars.
Automobile bonus. Yeah, you won a car, and you get a car, and you get a car.
VCRs. Because I love VCRs. Goddammit.
And why wouldn't you? I mean, cash. We're gonna look up the Mark Turmell thing on Moby Games here, so we can. You are clearly the victor. I bow to your Smash TV prowess. All right. As much as I hate to go, we've more or less reached the end of the show.
Orbs.
So some of the ones that he was also involved with here, if we go back to, so the ones that he was involved on the design, you have Turmoil, which we played tonight, Fast Eddie, Toy Bazaar, Fast Tracks, the computer slot car construction kit, Smash TV, he was part of the Smash TV design team, NBA Jam, NBA Jam Tournament Edition, WWF WrestleMania, NFL Blitz, NFL Blitz 2000, NBA Showtime, NBA on NBC, NFL Blitz 2002, MLB Slugfest 2003, MLB Slugfest 2004,
Nice.
NBA Ballers Phenom, and TNA Impact is one from 2008. So that's for design. For programming and engineering, we have a game called Sneakers, which I've never played. Beer Run from 1981. Don't know it either. Turmoil, Freefall, Fast Eddie, Gas Hog, Total Carnage, NBA Jam TE, WWF WrestleMania, NBA Hang Time, and FL Blitz 2000. We're seeing some of the same ones there.
Yeah.
And NBA Hoops, he was a programmer on that as well. He was a writer on an NBA Ballers Phenom. Technology, he got a very special thanks on Mortal Kombat 4. So probably a consultant of sorts for that. He was in the special thanks for Cruisin' USA. So probably again gave a little bit of input, like not credited. Special thanks to Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and as it says, a legend in the gaming industry. And rightfully
I'm
so
happy to play your stuff today.
Absolutely, I'd say in the grand scheme of games that you have played on this show, you've had to.
I'm gonna cry. It's a treat. Everything on the show was like so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Mark Turmell. Happy birthday today.
Birthday.
He's probably not seeing this tonight, but on the same notion, we tag. Let's see it. We'll definitely see it.
Send a link to Facebook.
That Smash TV moment alone would be the moment that I think that he'd especially appreciate. Absolutely. Thank you all. Oh, and check out of the games that he's got. He's got the new Wizard of Oz Match 3 game that is a newer one that you can basically give him your money when you get stuck on a level and decide that you're going to spend money on what is otherwise a free-to-play game.
Yes.
It is called the Wizard of Oz Magic Match 3, made by Zynga.
Yes.
And it's a very colorful, like you have yellow brick roads and your little dog Toto too, and it even looks like Dorothy. They clearly got the rights like somewhere over the rainbow.
Hippie dog and all of that.
Yeah, all of the stuff. There's a butterfly bonanza of some sort here. I'm on level 39 currently, and it's been very addictive.
Which is funny because the movie was made in '39.
Is that that's
Yeah, it's true.
Was it really?
It's true. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I had no idea.
There we go.
And one of the things that you can play, oh, and it just showed me versus Mark Turmell right now.
Ah!
So like, it's basically pitting my score up against his.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna get destroyed.
Actually, technically, it won the Oscar for Best Picture. It went up the Oscars.
One of the other things on this game when you play it is that you are you can get factoids about the movie.
Yeah.
Is like as you're playing, it'll give you facts about the filming of it. Apparently, Judy Garland fell in love with the dog, the actual dog. So I wanted to adopt it, but the owner was like, no.
Oh.
That's not happening. So yeah.
Okay, before we get into this for 20 minutes, dear God. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it good.
Yeah, we're calling it good.
Thank you very much for watching the show.
And
Thank you, Baron Frost Show. Thank you, Mark Turmell.
Again, we should tell before we go.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Normally,
on at 7:30 p.m. We're running a little late this evening on Thursdays. And catch the High Score Club the other nights at 7 p.m. Pacific time. I did. I scratched my belly. It's for good luck, I guess. I don't know.
Every other day of the week, his show, 7:30.
That's what happens. Thank you so much. Till next time. There's a wicked witch of the West and everything. I think the key to beating her is water. More than working. More than likely anyway. She's melting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.